All right, guys, what's happening? What's happening? It is Tuesday, May 10th, 2022. Little trigger warning this morning. This one might hurt. This one might make you think. This one might call you out this morning. What do your routines say about you? Because I think, all of us have routines, whether we realize what they are or not. But what do our routines really say about us? Do they make us feel more disciplined? Do they make us feel more productive? Or do they expose our inconsistencies with what we say we want versus what we actually want based on our routines? We're all guilty of not being perfect when it comes to certain routines in certain areas of our life. That's what we're going to talk about this morning. Let's get started. It is ultimately important for you to look at your goals, truly what you want to do in your life, and then look at the people who you spend the most time with in your life and figure out if that lines up. All right. What's happening, guys? Happy Tuesday to you. I hope you guys are having an awesome morning. I was sitting here thinking this morning about my own routines, about what it is that, I do pretty well and what I've been able to, perform at a high level, what areas of my life I've been able to perform at a high level in over the last handful of years. And I started thinking about just how much our routines actually define us. And so I wanted to talk to you guys about that this morning because I feel like it's one of those things that, people often don't think about how important it is to have rituals, to have routines, to have, those things that we do on a regular basis, from, your morning routine, what time you wake up in the morning, what are you doing in the morning, to how you stay organized, to routines around, what and how you eat, right? We talked about this one just a few days ago in our company about just how difficult it is to, eat healthy and eat right when you're on the road, when you're traveling, and how much preparation it takes to be able to do that. And so I ask you the question, it's in the title, right? What do your routines say about you? What do your routines say about you? Because your routines, guys, say a lot about you. They define exactly who you are, how productive you are, how unproductive you are, how inconsistent or consistent you are in different areas of your life. Your routines define who you are. If you were to go and analyze somebody that you admire, somebody that's successful at a higher level than you are, somebody that knows something that you don't know, I can assure you, if you track it back, there was a routine, there was a process that they followed to be able to learn that. Just having a conversation this morning about something that, we're considering doing as a business. And I just said to the person I was talking to, I'll just start to research it. I'll spend, an hour a day, every day, reading and researching this particular topic. And within a handful of weeks, I'll know a lot about it. So routine is where I go when I think about something that I need to accomplish, something that I need to do, or something I need to learn about. That's exactly where I go when I think about something that I need to do, something I need to level up on, something that I'm not familiar with today that I need to become more familiar with in the near future. Routine is everything. So what I know at this point in my life, after spending years and years analyzing and studying myself and others, is that if I implement a new routine, the results will shortly follow. Whatever that is. If I want to get more organized, if I want to have a better marriage, the lock screen on my phone, one of my goals for this year is to have date night with my wife every single week. Why? Well, that's an area of my life that I want to get more consistent. I want to improve the routine of our family. So what do? I put it on the lock screen of my phone. When I want to improve any area of my life, the first thing that I do is I lean on routine to lift me up. I lean on discipline to correct the course or to create the course. And so I ask you, how disciplined are you? What do your routines actually look like in your life? Do you have routines, or are you flying by the seat of your pants? And I could tell you guys, for 30 something years of my life, I was a pretty organized person, but for the most part, I was flying by the seat of my pants. I was not intentional. I was not analyzing my time. I was not analyzing which relationships I was pouring into and which ones I wasn't, and why I should be or why I shouldn't be in certain areas. What do your routines say about you? We can all tell how organized somebody is, can't we? When we interact with them, we could tell. My brother, Stephen Kuhn, just jumped on here. We could tell who goes to the gym every day and who doesn't. Stephen Kuhn has gone to the gym for decades, and it shows. He's 50-something years old and in incredible shape. We can tell who's focused on the road ahead when it comes to business because the results show it. The companies that grow do not grow by accident. They grow because of the routines, the processes, the procedures, the discipline that is instilled into that company, into those people that allow those results to happen. It's no different in our own lives, but sometimes we forget that for a period of time. Sometimes we forget how important it is to establish and follow rituals. Keith Calloway said it best. Your actions, not your intentions, dictate your results. I promise you, every person that I admire, every person that I spend time with that's accomplishing great things, they have rituals in a certain area of their life and in many areas of their life that allow them the opportunity to be successful. When you don't have rituals, when you just fly by the seat of your pants, when you wake up at a different time every day, when you don't write in a planner, when you don't have a plan for your week, when you don't spend a few minutes on Sunday evening getting ready for the week is already getting ready for you. So who's going to win? If you're not prepared, if you don't have a routine, the chances of you winning are slim. So what is it in your life that you're really working on? What areas of your life are you working on today? And how can routine get you there faster? What are the things? This is my thought process is exactly this. Every time I think about what it is that I need to accomplish, here's where my mind goes. What are the steps of execution that I need to take on a daily basis in order to be successful or more successful in this area? What is it that I need to do? Because whatever it is that I do every day is going to get me a result. What I don't do every day is not going to get me a result. Interesting perspective here. I watch people doing 75 Hard, Andy Frisella's program for mental and physical strength, right? Mental and physical performance. And I watch people who have done it multiple times, right? They've done it multiple times, but their before picture, their day one picture, always looks far more out of shape than the last picture that they took when they finished 75 Hard the last time, right? So think about that. The routine in between when they did it the last time and this time fell off. And so what happened? Well, they regressed, right? They went back to looking and feeling the way that they used to because the routine, the rituals did not stick. Pretty normal to see. We all fight the same thing in our life. It's busy out there, guys. We got a lot of stuff going on. I just said to one of my mentors the other day, I've figured out a lot of things, man, but there's still a few things that I have yet to be able to consistently implement into my own routine. I'm working on it, man. It takes time. So give yourself some grace. Give yourself some time to implement these things, but take it seriously because it is serious. It's your life. And without routine, you will not have rhythm in your life. And when you don't have rhythm, everything seems off. Everything seems more difficult. But when you have rhythm, also known as momentum, everything in life seems that much easier, doesn't it? When you have momentum in your life, when you have the things going right that you need to go right, it seems like everything is just going downhill, right? It's easy. You're pushing downhill. Versus when you don't have routines, when you're off, when you don't have momentum, it seems like everything is uphill. You're constantly pushing something uphill that's really difficult. Routine is the key to all of it, guys. I promise you. So whatever rituals and routines you're missing today, spend some time figuring that out and hold yourself accountable. Nobody's going to do this for you. Nobody's going to come to your life and tell you what time you need to wake up in the morning. That's your own responsibility. Nobody's going to come into your life and tell you how much you need to move every day to be healthy. Nobody's going to tell you how many phone calls it takes to close a deal. It's for you to figure out. But I can tell you this much. If you don't figure out what that rhythm looks like, that routine looks like in your life, life will continue to be a struggle. It will continue to seem more difficult as opposed to less difficult. Everything will seem uphill instead of rolling it downhill. Seem like you get a lot more red lights instead of green lights. But the good news is it's all in your control. And what you do every day, those routines, those rituals will create a massive amount of success. And it will also create a great example for those people around you. So the question you have to answer this morning is, what do your routines say about you? What do they say about you today? What could they say about you in 30 days from now? If you decide to commit today. That's what it takes, guys. It takes commitment. It takes a step, one single step in the right direction, and everything changes. That's what I want you guys to think about today. That's what I want you guys to take some action on today. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope it touched somebody out there that needs refocused on their routines. In certain areas of my life, I'm one of them. That's why I'm talking about it this morning. So with that said, guys, I'm wishing you an amazing Tuesday. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Hope you're off to an amazing start already this morning. And I will see you again tomorrow morning. Same place, same time, right here on Morning Perspective. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. It is ultimately important for you to look at your goals, truly what you want to do in your life, and then look at the people who you spend the most time with in your life and figure out if that lines up.